Gonna be talking today about these four cells that I tested. Let's see what we got here. We have here, this is, I call it the topless battle. Many people has been waiting for this video, and I have even the results of everything. We have here the Ampace JP40, which is, this is, we has been talking a lot about this cell. All right. And now that we are here, we're going to be waiting the cells while we are talking. All right. Ampace JP40 is 67.8. It's considered at 68 grams. We have let's see, the Molicel P50B. This is the new Molicel. This one is not tapless. It's the only one that is not tapless, okay, that we are going to be talking about. The Molicel weighs 69.6. And we're going to be talking the difference, okay? I forget in the JP40 as well. This one have around 2.6 milliohms. The JP40 you can identify because the JP40 in the back, in the negative side, it's gonna have, let me see if we can see that. You see in the negative side the mark of the welding. So that's how you know as well when it's a JP40. You see here, this one have the Ampace wrap, but we can have as well JP40 just like this one, which is the LT label. Is the same thing. LT labels you're gonna see maybe sometimes the people that doesn't know, you see that like flare, that stain in the wrap, that's normal. All of them, they are coming like that. That doesn't mean your battery is used. It's normal. All of them, I'm going to grab another one. Some of them, they have more. I explained already why did happen. See, so all of them are going to have that. Some of them, again, more than another one. So that's how it is. So anyway, we are talking about these four cells, and I have all the results, and we're gonna be discussing the results, which one, I mean, you decide which one is better. Okay, so the Molicel P50B. Hey, how you doing, Patrick? Molicel P50B, part of the, if you want to know if it's, I mean, well, I have few scratches because I test these cells, but you're going to see here, I don't know if you see it, it has a barcode. You have a barcode in the negative side. That's part of the way to identify if it's original or not, okay? So let's wait. Molicel weights, sorry for the shaking, 69.6. Molicel is 5 amps hour or 5,000 milliamps. JP40 is 4,000 milliamps. And we're going to be discussing, I mean, the capacities. Molicel, the JP40 is considered 72 amps maximum discharging rate, but it have a burst of 140 amps. That's insane. The JP40 charging rate is 2C. So 2C, because it's 4 amps hour, 2C will be 8 amps. It can be charged. Now, Molicel, that's where this one shine. Molicel is 5 amps hour, or that's what they claim, and we're gonna be discussing that Molicel. But it's not tabless, so it can be charged at 5C, equals what? 25 amps charging. You can charge maximum. That's insane. That's a big change for the electric vehicles, because it means that you can charge this very quickly, your vehicle, if that cell is used. The next one we have is the EV40PL. This is a great cell. It's tapless as well. It's 4 amps hour and have the similar numbers as the JP40. The difference, this one is, instead to be 2.6 milliohms, the JP40 is, I'm sorry, the 40PL is 3.2. Most of them, they are 3.2. So same numbers, same as well in the negative side. I don't know if you can see it. You have the laser mark as well. This is a great battery, great battery. So I really like it too much. So, and the new one that we have here is the BAK 45D. This is the new kid of the block. New kid of the block. The BAK 45D. Many people doesn't know this cell is tapless as well. It have a scratch because I have been testing. See, there's the now this one is 4.5 amps hour. 4.5 amps hour. This one doesn't have a mark, but it's tapless. Really good cell. Now, let's wait the back. Oop, let me turn this on. Make sure you zero it. Let's weigh the back. The back weighs 66.1. And I forget to weigh the 40 PL. 64.3. This one is the most lighter from the 4 cells, the 40 PL. But if you notice, the back is not that far. Now let's talk about. Oh, I forget to mention the back have an internal resistance measured here by 3.1, and sometimes I get even 3.0. So we can test that here too. You just need. Let me find the holder so we can test that live. Let me see. Let me show you my grid. My grid. I'm about to test. This one is a JP40. I'm gonna be testing 40 amps, and I have my flukes and all that. And let me check the internal resistance. Just put my cell phone here. So guys, I can show you that right now. So we can see it before show you results. I have the results ready. This is very interesting. So let's check the internal resistance now live. I hope we can see this. Let me put this like this so guys you can see it. Yeah, perfect. And let's start by the JP40. We all know this one is around what 2.7, 2.6. Let me hold this here. Make sure this is reading. Sorry, this is kind of, I can't use the other one, but this is what I got here now. Let's see, hold it. 2.50, 2.61. You see it? 2.59. JP40. Let's check the EV40PL. Guys, normally the lower is the internal resistance, the more cooler the cell is gonna run, and the more power it can release. So EV, I'm not touching the positive correctly. It's difficult because this one is so short. But let me try again. Come on, I'm gonna have to use the other tester. It's so short. My apologize. Let me see if I hold it in any angle. I can have a better touch here. All right. 3.18 we have here with the EV, all right? Now let's check the back, the new kit of the block. Let me put it in the same angle. This one is tapless as well. Look at that, 2.93. 2.93. And let's check now the many people waiting for this one. The Molicel P50. P50 have 6 milliamps. This cell, as you know, is not tapless, so it's gonna have a higher number. So, but to go back pricing, let's go back to our pricing. Ampace JP40 right now is in $5.85, I believe is it. I have that in my store. If someone is interested, I have that in my store. The EV40PL, actually, you know what? I'm not sure about the price in the EV. Let's check it out now. I have that in my store, but I cannot remember. Let's check it out now. DIY. And I ain't gonna tell you the pricing from my store because I know I have the better pricing than anybody else. Free publicity, but that's the truth. I mean, you can verify by your own. Let's see, 21700s. Let's see, EV. EV is $6.20 is the pricing in the EV right now. Molicel, many people know. Molicel is $10 each. $10 each. I don't have that cell in my store. 18650 battery store has it. It's $10. Back, I don't know yet what is gonna be the price, but I believe it's gonna be in the $7 range. Nobody has it right now, the back. So I'm gonna bring this probably in 2 months. It's gonna be in the store. Now, let's talk about results. As you know, all the testing take time, and I'm not gonna do all the testing now live, because otherwise we're gonna be here 10 hours or more. I have everything already. Hey, if you like this video, like that button, please. Subscribe to my channel and like that button. That's really helped a lot. I really appreciate that. Now, if you want to see the testing results, I'm gonna show you by here, but I have that posted. I just post that in the Facebook group. Let me make sure I have access to Facebook, and I have here the group. All right, DIY 500 amp. Go to that group. The group is growing like very volatile, very fast. And I post all the information in this group. Go and find that group. DIY 500 amp is the group, right? And now check it out. And I just post the results. All right. I'm gonna start opening. This is the picture I have, and let me expand this so we can see this better. Okay. So that's the picture that I took, and I just released even the. I'm sorry. I just released even the numbers for the temperature. All right, let's start by the. Oh, come on! I'm sorry. Let me try to open this in a way that I can see everything. I have a bar here that I have to get rid of. Sorry. Trying to make this as big as I can. All right, let's use it like this. Let's start by the voltage. What we have here, voltage over the time. So in this corner, we can see that's the EV. 40 PL on top. I mean, this is not in who won first. No, that the green one, the blue one is the EV, the red one is the Ampace, the green one is the BAK, and the Molicel is the yellow. Now let's see those numbers. Now what we see in this number, voltage over the time, is that the JP40 is hitting the more voltage. When we apply 40 amp discharging rate is the first one. Second place is the BAK 45D. Third place is the 40 PL. And well, the last place is the Molicel. Again, we expect that because Molicel is competing with tabless cells, and it's not doing bad. For be competing with tabless, it's not doing bad. So with JP40, we can see that it's dominating. Second place, again, the EV. And the third one is the BAK. And that can keep going until halfway where they all merge, if you see in the graphic, based in the testing. So a little bit down is the Molicel until when they are discharging. You see in the point where they are discharging, this is when the voltage goes down. So the first one in go is the EV, but this is the difference between here and here is just seconds. So they all perform pretty well. So and and the capacity. So the JP40 it fall later, and then the third one in fall is the BAK 45D expected, and then the last one is the Molicel. Obviously, have more capacity, is lasting more time. But between all of them, we look at what the interesting part here is the Molicel. If you notice, it's very linear. That curve is very linear. It's very stable in that voltage discharging. It's not like, for example, the EV have a curve where it fall that very quickly. But this is, hey, this is after the 3 volts. This is almost fully discharged already. The red doesn't look bad. I mean, again, strongest one giving more punch is the JP40. Now that was the voltage drop. Let's see the next one. We have here temperature. I mean, in the beginning, I hide this information because I was waiting for calibrate and make sure my equipment was calibrated. One, I know I now put the numbers. All right. If you notice, the what we care is the end when it's finishing discharging. So we can see clear the numbers. The Molicel really run hot. I have 76 degrees when by the time the battery stopped. And this is again 40 amps continuously. I mean, that's a very tough test for the batteries. So it's really run hot. The next one in the line is the BAK. It went to 63, but if you notice, the difference is not that much. It's not that much with the other tablets. In fact, we can see here the maximum temperature. The EV went to 65.4, Ampace 63, just running a little bit cooler. The BAK, it went to 66, not bad for the amount of milliamp that has. And the P50B, it went all the way to 77. It's pretty high. I mean, pretty hot. But the cell is made for that. So the manufacturer says that they are good up to 80 degrees. At 80 degrees, they're going to have voltage cut. They're going to have a cutoff by temperature. So, and this is discharging at 40 amps continuously. It's seen crazy building a 3P20S with 40 PL have a potential of 200 amps. Actually, probably more than that. Because if you have 3P, yeah, you're right. I mean, we need to multiply those 70 amps. That's the maximum. Let's call it 60 amps times 3, and that's your capacity. Now, however, because they have 140 each in burst, if you are in 3P, you need to multiply that. That's your potential for 5 seconds, for a little bit less than that. But that's the truth. If your cables, bus bar, connectors support that, that's the difference. Okay, so this is the temperature that they run. I mean, and let's stop here, and you can see the difference between cell and cell. Which one is better? All of them, they are good cells. The difference, yes, there's a difference with the Molicel, but the thickness Cooper for the one I mentioned. Yeah, so when you're using these cells, you really need thick copper. Look at what I'm doing. Actually, what I'm doing in my testings, I use pure copper. This one has 0.2 millimeters. And look at the cable that I'm using. I want to mention that. I'm using cable 8. That's insane for the testing because I really can push hard in this one. So this one is ready to test. Same thing, copper. You need to use copper nickel for these kind of cells. I have another testing rig here the one that I use for clamping. But look at how thick is this clamps. This is really heavy duty, very heavy duty. Because I mean, to make justice to these cells, you need to have really heavy connections. So look at this. I am using copper terminals clamped, very heavy duty cables. I mean, you have no other way to test this. If you don't have a setup like this, yes, I mean, that's the ideal, 0.3 copper. That's the ideal. But the problem is that not everybody is able to weld 0.3. I mean, you need to use at least 0.2. Like here, I can go all the way to 0.4, but I want to test with what the people can use. I want to see the real life result, what the people are using out there. I don't want to tell you, hey, I have 0.4 here. Guess what? People cannot weld 0.4. I have a base of welder, but not everybody have that. So I want to go with the numbers that the people can use. And, that's what real life results. That's what you're looking here, real life results. So let's keep going now with these numbers. Now we have temperature. Let's go to the next one. I'm sorry. Let me. What is my next one? Okay, that's the other results, but let me get the other ones. We have here the voltage. We've seen it already. The power. Let's go. Power. Look at the interesting. Look at how hard. Look at how hard in the first seconds hit the JP40. 165.71. Look at the difference. But hey, this is only for about what, 5 seconds? Is those 5 seconds are in the beginning at 40 amps is really, I mean, you can notice that it's on top all the time. This part is the sag. This is the sag of the cell. I mean, same with the voltage. When you see the voltage drop, that's what is called the sag. But this one is how much is pushing. How much is pushing when you push in from the beginning. So the second one hitting hard is the EV 40PL. It really hit hard the EV as well, and then is the BAK and the the Molicel. Now, down the road, look at how the 40 JP40 is on top, but it's not for too much because the other ones are right there behind. I mean, it's really tight. I mean, yes, it's on top. Is that true? Is the harder one? But the other one are good options because honestly, when you see this 140 and you see 138, hey, in an e-bike, in a vehicle, there's no way that you can tell which one is which one because the numbers are so close that only in an instrument you can see this. But in the instrument now, halfway, look at how close are all of them except the Molicel, that is down. So, but that keep going. Now look at how straight is the line from the Molicel and how keep going straight even when it's below those 3 volts. That's what I like in the Molicel. I mean, it's very stable. If you notice, the 40PL is the first one falling, then the Ampace, then surprisingly the Molicel and the BAK are very tight, very tight. I mean, I like this in the back, what it's doing here. I mean, of course, the Molicel went farther because they have more capacity, but the BAK is really a good cell. I mean, it's very stable in that perspective, okay? I like that. Again, all of them, they're good. Let me show you this max here. See, the maximum of the 40PL, 150. Maximum of JP40, 165. That's impressive. BAK, 147, which is not far from the EV. 72 volts in a pack of 40PL. Well, to know that, if we know how much is the sag in one single cell, we can know how much it's gonna be we can calculate that. We can calculate that later for a 72 volts. But hey, take it in this way. Check how much is the sag in one single cell, and then you can multiply that by 20, and then you will know that sag. But remember, the sag is something that is relative to many variables. I mean, because I can show you the sag here in the cells, and if you don't have a very thick cable, if you have a bad welding, if you have a very long cable, all that have a very, very important role in that. When you see a person that is posting videos and they say, "Oh, I'm 84 volts," and when they push very hard, you see that sag that went to, I don't know, 79 volts and all that. Hey, the cables are important. The connector is important. The distance of the cable is very important. All that play a role. How is connected the bus bar? I mean, when you have a bus bar that they are welding the bus bar, it's lower. I'm gonna show you a few tips later how to improve that. But this is the most important part is the cell. But look at the numbers. I mean, we have the numbers here. Now, the next one. Next numbers in the results. Capacity. This is a big one. And this is a big one. And I want to be very careful. I want you to see this very careful. Every cell, let's start. Remember, JP40, how much did I promise? 4 amps hour. How much we get at the end? Hey, this is a 40 amps discharging. This is the important part. JP40 is giving 4061, so it's giving more than what they promised. At 40 amps discharging, this is a lot. Look at the EV. EV is giving 4016. It's exceeding what they promised. And when they set this, they don't say us that it's at 40 amps. They set this, at least the JP40, they set it, I believe, if I not recall it, at 30 amps. The EV, I believe, is 30 amps as well. The BAK, look at the BAK. The BAK is, they promise 4500 and it's giving 4420. It's almost, yes, it's under, but when they rate this, they rate it sometimes at 1C, which is only 4 amps. And we are pushing, what, 40 amps. That's a big number. And it's doing really good. Even when those doesn't make the 45, that's really good. Why? How much Molicel promises, and this, I hate to say it, but Molicel have this tendency, which I hate. This is marketing. They claim 5 amps hour, right? Look at how much it's giving. Yes, it's giving more than the other ones, but for a cell that they promise 5 amp hours or 5,000, giving only 4578. Come on, you pay for 5,000. These one are giving you what they promise. Even I can say the BAK as well, even when it's a little bit low, but hey, that's acceptable. But this, I'm sorry, this is unacceptable. Same thing happened with the P45B. They never get there. They never get there. They give you only 4,200. Even when they say it's 4,500, they did the same with the 42A. The same thing. I mean, a Molicel have that habit, and I have to make that criticism. Hey, it's a great cell. Don't get me wrong. It's a great cell, Molicel. But they should not do this. Samsung doesn't do that. EV doesn't do that. Ampace doesn't do that. BAK doesn't do that. Why you guys have to lie in the number? And I have to say it, lie. Because this is not good. If you are selling a high performance cell, give me the numbers in high performance. Give me those numbers. I want to see those numbers. Again, this is a great cell. Is the great this cell can give you, hey, 25 amps charging. No one of those cells can do that. Yes, it shine there, but I will love to see the cell shining in those milliamps as well. So it means that a BAK 45D, it giving you almost, I mean, they're pretty close to the same number. So don't fall in the trap that they are selling you 5 amps hour. You're not gonna get that. Unless that you are discharging at 1 amp or something like that. Who is buying a cell that is high performance to be used at 1 amp? Hey, in that case, don't buy the Molicel. If you're gonna use 1 amp, hey, get an EV E50E or a Samsung 50E at a low discharge with high amps. Get that one. Don't buy an expensive cell to get that. That's my criticism. So I'm sorry, I have to discharge and take it out of my system, but it is what it is. So the next number is the watts hour. How many watts hour we are getting in the cells? I'm going this corner because here is difficult to read. Total watts hour. EV 13.37. Ampace, look at how close. 13.64. BAK, of course, more capacity, 14.54. And the winner, obviously, Molicel, because it's supposed to have more capacity. But look at how close it's from the BAK. This is the impressive part. Hey, we're talking about $10 cell, $10 cell. This cell is gonna be, I believe, it's gonna be close to a $6. But hey, it's easier to swallow $6 than that amount. I mean, that is really important. So this is the real numbers, guys. And again, this is my personal testing, my personal opinion, and here is my evidence. This one is the Molicel. I make it here. See the numbers. Let me zoom a little bit. Molicel, and this is the end. It gave me, with discharge in this testing all the way to 2.5, it gave me 4578 milliamps, It gave me that's the watts hour, and it's discharging 7 minutes. That's the highest number. I guess the next one is the back. Let me see. This one is the back. The back discharging 6.5 minutes. Uh, it gave me 4420 milliamps, 14.53. Repeating the numbers, but I want to show you the evidence. This one was the, I guess that was the EV or 40. No, this one is the JP40 4083. It discharging 6 minutes 19 seconds, and that's the watts hours. This one was the EV40PL. See, it's so close to JP40. Look at the difference. JP40 and the EV. Even in the milliamps is close. I mean, that was from these particular cells. Okay. Now you got the numbers. And again, Molicel is not tabless, and for B, for not be tabless, hey, we have phenomenal numbers for not be a tabless. Yes, it runs really hot because it's not tabless. It runs really hot. The Molicel, and well, another thing that the Molicel has that is proof is the lifespan, and the Molicel is really good. Based in testing from other testers. Same with the JP40. You have a very decent lifespan. I mean, they consider, well, the data sheet says 1,000 cycles. 1,000 cycles. I cannot tell you that's true because I believe no one has been tested that long. But I know Much already tested close to 500. And for him, it gave him, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 4% only or 5% only of degradation. That's excellent. So it's giving you 95% of the the original capacity. That's insane. That's really good numbers. Hey, don't get that for granted. I need to double check the information I'm giving you. Maybe I'm missing for one number. I need to double check, but it's not that far from the numbers I'm giving you. So there we go. Which cell is the best? You decide which cell is the best. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you this one is better. Well, I did it already, but you use your own opinion. My opinion. For electric vehicles, hey, the Molicel is amazing because you can charge very quickly and have a very long lifespan. Excellent cell. JP40, if you have racing vehicle that you need the most punch and low temperature, hey, nobody is gonna beat the JP40. The BAK, this cell, I guess, is gonna grow a lot. The reason is because have the best of two worlds: good capacity, like the Molicel. It have good performance. That is, I'm sorry, is better than Molicel in performance. And the other thing, I mean, is very stable. And the price doesn't cost what costs a Molicel. So the EV is the most, I cannot say cheaper, more affordable cell. This cell is gonna get better pricing every time, and it's giving an excellent performance. And guess what? It's the lightest of all of four. For airplanes, helicopters, and stuff like that, this is the cell the way to go, in my opinion. The EVs is really good. Hey, the BAK is not that far. That's why I say BAK is the overall. I believe is the cell that is more balanced between all of them is the BAK. So keep an eye on this cell. This cell is gonna be very popular in the future. I mean, as soon as we can prove how much is the lifespan, I don't know. We need to test that. How much is gonna be the lifespan? I honestly cannot remember the numbers of lifespan in the data sheet. I own you that. I may have that. I can check it out. I'm gonna share that later. But that's the number that we got. So later, now the thing that someone was asking me, what is the importance of, when you build a pack, you need to make sure that you have a good resistance between where the cells are welded, bus bar, all the way to the cables. You need to check your resistance. How you do that? That's easy. I'm gonna give you a good tip. You know that the instrument that we use to measure IR, right? You're gonna measure first the IR from your cell. You check the IR. Let's say, just an example, we have a 3 milliohms in IR, right? Then you connect that to your equipment, right? To your cables. And then you're gonna measure how much is your IR between the cell connected to the end of the cable, and you're gonna rest the IR from the cell, and you will know how much is your IR in your connection. Why this is important? Because if you don't have a good connectivity, good IR between the cables, the heat is not gonna come out of the cell quickly. It's gonna stay in the bus bar. It's, for example, many people like to build batteries and they weld the cables right in the bus bar. Guess what? The lead from the soldering is not a good conductor. Check in the chart how low is the IR in lead. When I build my batteries, many people see that this is what I do. I put physical connection copper to copper when I build my batteries. That's how I like to do it. Why? The reason is because you're gonna get the best IR in that connection. So the heat is gonna go out of the equipment quickly, and you're gonna have the best performance. You don't want the heat accumulating in your pack. You don't want that. That degrade the cell, that give you more voltage sag. And the other thing is, hey, do not cut corners. Go with the thicker cable that you can afford. That's very important. Many people are gonna say, no, you don't need that thicker cable. Yes, sometimes you do not. The reason why is because it's acceptable to have 5 millivolts, in the drop. It's acceptable. But the thicker is the cable, the more heat you can take out. Your cable can act as a heat, as a cooler for the pack. Not only it's gonna give you a better IR, it's gonna give you better cooling system for your pack. Okay, I don't want to make this video longer. I hope you enjoy this video. Hey, this is the result of days of testing and collecting data, checking with the thermal camera, double checking everything. And actually, for fun, I can do something because I want to show you something really cool. How cool is the thermal camera? I'm gonna start this test right at 40 amps discharging, like I do normally, to show you. Let's set the equipment. I'm setting up here the temperature in 2 of them at the same time. All right, we got the temperature readings, and you're gonna see in the thermal camera how. Look, I want to show you something very, very, very interesting. You're gonna see how the current flow from the negative to the positive. That's how the current flow, and you can see it in the thermal camera. You are gonna see it here as soon as I start the test. Let me see how I gonna do it with one hand. Give me 1 second. Let me put the phone down. Okay. I can hold the cell phone in my. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna hold it here so you don't lose that moment when the power is transferring the heat. So let's see. We can see it clear here. Okay, that red is not from here. That belongs to. I want to make sure you can see this very clear here. All right. Let me get ready the system to start the test because I triggered that from my computer. Let me connect first. Okay, we're connected. Let me clear the data. Okay, data is clear and I'm ready to start the test. Now, look at how cool this is gonna look. Once, let me make sure it's clear for you guys. I'm gonna start now. I started. Look at in the thermal camera. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how the heat is heating up. Look at that. See, from left to right, from negative to positive. It's moving. That you hear is my tester kicking on. And look at the numbers. Look at how the cell is heating up. And something that I want to show you, look at how the cables are not getting hot yet, because that is telling you that those cables are super efficient, super efficient. So now you're gonna see how that heat is gonna start transferring from the cell to the bus bar to the cables. Look at the heat, how it's doing. We are in 36 degrees. I have to put it closer to have a correct reading right there. To give you an idea, the fluke right now says 36. The thermal camera says 37, which is very acceptable, accurate. I'm putting right there where the thermocouple is reading, okay? Right now, to give you numbers, I know you cannot see it. We have 3.61 volts right now. So, but I want to show you how this is working. So we need to point to the thermocouple right there, 39 degrees, which look at the fluke, 39. Let me take this in my hands so we can see it better. 40, 40. And to show you the numbers, how it's doing the cell, 3.53 volts, 137 watts. That's the temperature, 42, which match 42. And then we need to point to the thermocouple to get that correct reading, 43. We are doing this live right now. You are looking the Ampace JP40. So we want to match the number that I post. It should match with these readings, okay, at the end. Especially the milliamps and stuff like that. You know, we have 44, 45 here, 40, 45, 46 here. See, it's pretty accurate. My equipment is pretty well calibrated at the moment. So we have here in the thermocouple, we have 47, 47. Remember, the fluke on the right side is a $700 fluke. The one on the left is a $200 fluke. That doesn't mean that explains why they're off a little bit, but it's to give you the precision. I mean, and this camera is not a $700 camera. It's about $400 or $600, but it's very accurate for what you are looking here. See, 50, 50, and 50. So I am very confident. I post my numbers of temperature because I want to make sure we have everything dialed. Let's see, look at the voltage. We are in 3.26 right now. See, 40 amp discharging. Temperature 52. Temperature 52. We are matching that, and let's put this in the thermocouple. 52, 53. Let me put it right there in the thermocouple. That's where we need to point. 54, 54. We are in 3.2 volts right now, discharging. See the numbers? 3.18. 3.17. Let's see how many milliamps we have so far. 3200 milliamps. That's the temperature, voltage. Now you're gonna see as soon as we go below 3.9, 3.8. I mean, I'm sorry, 2.9, 2.8. How it's gonna start going down quickly. That numbers. Not quickly, but I mean, that's where the usable capacity is. We have 3500 already down. Let's see, temperature 58. Let's see in the thermal camera. Let's point this again to the thermal couple. There we go. 60. Not bad. Let's see, we are in 2.96 volts right now. .96, 2.87, 84. Now it's gonna start going down. Yes, I do. I do. That and to explain you, let me. It's almost finishing. Let's finish this test. It's about to finish. Let's see. 3.60. It's finished. How much we got? It just finished. Look at the numbers. 4079 milliamps. 63 was the temperature at the end. And let's check the numbers. Log it in the computer. Let's disconnect from here. And this is live. This is live. I'm gonna show you the numbers. Let's see. No, they are here, here, and this one is probably the 9. Let me see, the 3, 7. This one, that's the one. Let's see the numbers. All the way to the end. There it is. It went down to 2.61 volts. 4068 was the milliamps. 62.5 degrees. Now let's compare that with what I posted in Ampace. I says 4083. How much I get? 4083 versus, come on, where is my numbers? 4068 in this one. So I get a little bit more. Well, when I start this test, the battery was not all the way charged. I mean, but it's still comparable, all right? 62.5 degrees. Let's see how much I got in the test from the Ampace. 63 degrees, see? I get now 62 point, how much is? 62.5 is, I mean, 0.5, come on. That can be ambient temperature, okay? It's very consistent in these numbers. I really happy with the testing and the numbers that I'm giving to you guys. I mean, it can be challenging for other people, and I respect that. But that's the best we can do. And that's the testing that I'm doing for you guys. This setup, it takes time. This setup is not easy to do. It takes time. Dial, everything is not easy to do. Take long time to do this. I really respect much. I really respect these big guys. I mean, that I'm learning with. I mean, this is a non-easy task. All right, people, if you like this test, you like this content and all that, I'm every day here in my group. Go to DIY 500 amp Facebook group. If you are looking for sales, you want to support my store, I have a very good pricing. I ship very quickly. DIY500amp.com. I have the JP40s here. I have 1,000 of them. You can buy it here. I have the best pricing in the US. No joke. Do your homework and check it out. Not only JP40s. Hey, I have all the EV lines. I have, you name it, good, very good pricing, very fast shipping. Not only 25,700, I have 18,650 as well. I'm gonna keep going adding different cells. I'm gonna be adding soon the BAK 45D because it's a great cell. And if you need supplies, hey, you need supplies, I have them. I have your Kapton tape, I have your cell wraps, I have, let me take out this from here, sorry. I have your fish tape, you name it, your copper, your nickel, different sides, everything that you need is gonna be posted here. I mean, it is posted here. You can acquire the equipment, okay? Support my store. I have even spot welders. I have this one, is a really nice one. And another thing I wanna talk is, hey, the giveaway this Saturday. Don't miss that. I'm celebrating the 1,000 subscriber, and actually we passed 1,200 already. but I'm celebrating that celebration. Let me show you the post. Where is here? I'm going to give away. Look at this. That charger, and this charger. That's a capacity tester actually. It's good for 18650, and I'm gonna give as well include the holders for the 21700. In this case, I'm gonna include as well the cable that normally doesn't come with. I'm sorry. Let me. I passed the page. Is the other one. Actually, let me get it from the website. The charger. What is the charger? The charger. Sorry that I'm doing this live. All right. In the website, I'm gonna include as well the cables that came with that. I'm gonna include that. That's normally a separate item. I'm giving that away as well. And the best part, what you are gonna do with the charger if you don't have battery? Guess what? I'm including 10 of these EVs as a gift. The 33s. I'm giving 10 of them is gonna be in the giveaway with the charger. 10 of them. You are gonna receive that a part of the giveaway. What you have to do, first of all, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are looking this in YouTube, you are subscribed. I appreciate that. Subscribe to the Facebook group where it's, you see it already, DIY 500 amp. Look it for it, DIY 500 amps. Look for that group. Subscribe. Hey, we have the best people here, very elite people that even work for making batteries for Tesla, the engineers. We have one guy here. We have very smart people here, elite people. I guarantee you, if you are looking for help, we are gonna help you here. Anything that you need. The other thing is you need to subscribe to my website. You don't have to buy anything. Just go and create an account and subscribe to the website. I appreciate if you take a look, compare pricing. I mean, you don't have to buy anything. Check it out. Just check the pricing and all that. And this is gonna be your favorite in the US, your favorite website to buy batteries. I guarantee you that. I'm the very fast, cheaper in the US. I mean, guaranteed. If you have a better pricing, let me know, and I'm gonna match anything, but I have the best pricing. So you have to subscribe here, and the most important as well, be present Saturday at 10:30. Saturday at 10:30. This Saturday, what days is gonna be that? Let me check the calendar. Oh, come on, I cannot see the calendar here. Anyway, this Saturday at 10:30 a.m. be present because that's the day of the giveaway. You have to be online. And I'm gonna make it in a live video from Facebook. And the winner, well, I'm gonna be shipping that any place. If you are outside of the US, I'm gonna buy the batteries. I mean, well, the battery I can ship it from my suppliers, and the probably for the charger. And well, actually, I can ship the charger. I'm gonna ship it from here to include the cables and all that to whoever is the winner. If you are in the UK, if you are in Germany, wherever you are, you can participate as well. Okay, that's my promise. Okay, so again, subscribe, like these videos if you like my content. I really appreciate that, everybody that is still here. And I'm gonna keep going, bringing a really nice content. My next testing, I'm gonna test these cells as well, pushing even more at 45 amps. I cannot do it with this equipment. For the person that was asking if I have the tower, yes, this was the tower. If someone is asking why I have this here, because when I do the testing, I wanna go with the best accurate numbers. What's happening is this fan can interference cooling down the cells when I'm testing. And to avoid that, I put this blocking any air to give you the best accurate numbers in temperature. This is why I have this here. So this was the tower that I have to 3000. It's just that I removed the other ones because it's easier to move. But I have the modules here that I put it here all the way to 3000. Not only that, I have a bunch of testers. So I'm gonna testing with different models. And if someone needs help, I can help you how to do these tests in your home. and all the good stuff. Okay. All right. Hey, thank you. Let me my face. Thank you again for your support. If you are still here, again, don't forget like this button. You are really helping me with all that. Support my store, please. I mean, I'm doing my best for you guys, and join the Facebook group. Important as well. Again, thank you guys. I'm gonna be celebrating as well. I'm almost in the 500 subscribers in the YouTube channel. I hope I get saying as the Facebook group past the thousands. That's really important. Thank you guys for being here, and I don't want to make this video longer. You have a great night.